Hey everyone, we're back here at Loot Central. We are in the process of lettering the latest oversized Nexus Artist Edition, which I'm calling the Battle for Thune World. I'm here to show you a little bit about that, okay? The tools I use and all that. You can see that I'm on this page here that I'm lettering as well as inking and of course drawing. Some of the pages have been inked in already, some of the figures. The rest of it has to come later on. Some of the tools that I'm using here are fairly simple here. For example here, this little pit pencil right here, an F, is what I use to letter most of it right here. This is permanent ink, so I know it's not going to fade over the years. And for the bolds, I kind of squished down on this Micron 08, which is the thickest number that these pens come in. But it's still not thick enough, so you can see that this is done with this, an F, and the Hardly is done with the 08 Micron. So I'll give you a little example here. I'll actually demonstrate it on the page that I'm working on right here. So Dave here is saying this is hardly the time for vacation shots, Fred. So this is a slanted style here, vacation. What does it take to learn how to letter? How about learning how to spell? Vacation. And believe me, I screw up all the time with this stuff. And that's where the paste stops come in. Vacation shots. We'll continue with the bold right here. Lettering is a very studied discipline that few people understand how important it is. To be worthy of like the guys that I emulate, which is Artie Simek and Sam Rosen from the early 60s Marvel days, these guys were so good, they could probably be expert sign painters. They were so good at what they did. From here, I'll just take this right here, put a balloon pointer on, and I'll do this right here with a French curve just to make sure things are good enough here. I don't like to completely hand letter or hand draw these balloons right here. That's why I resort to, at least on the top and bottom. So that's how the lettering works right there. The inking, most of the inking is done with a pen and a brush. This is a 170 vintage pen nib. I believe it came from literally the 1900s. Like actually 1900. These things are ancient, but they are available. God bless eBay. This is what I do to ink all the outlines right here. I get a nice bold line, and it feels right to me. So doing the feel right part of it is very important for every artist. It's got to feel right to you before it works right. When it comes to the larger areas of ink, I have two brushes here. I have the Lowell Cornell number 10, and I have the original gold, whatever it's called, number 10 as well. These are something I used to buy all the time, but they decided to discontinue it. What they've recommended as a substitution are these original gold brushes right here. They're always good size. I always work with good sized brushes. I've gone on and on about how people are brainwashed by this Winsor Newton number 7, number 2 or 3 brushes. That's just silly. You can get the same effect right here. You see the sharp point that these things come to? Well, that's the same thing as the 2s or the 3s, but it holds a lot more ink, and you can get just as much control with that. So that's the inking lettering lesson for right now. If I screw up in this stuff, I've got to use whiteout. And the whiteout that I found is best is actually some kind of an acrylic whiteout. It's Deleter whiteout. This is number 2, the thicker stuff, but you can get number 1, which is a little thinner. The stuff we used to use as a standard in the business, this Dr. Martin's bleed proof white, does not do. This is made out of gouache. It's not waterproof. So I've gone to a different kind of a whiteout, which covers, I think, just as good as the Dr. Martin's. It can be inked over much more easily than something that is water-based gouache, which is what this is. Bold lettering, I just take out the speed balls. I've got the 1, the 2, and the 3, which I've marked, of course, for easy identification. Small, larger, largest. That's how it works right here. So the really bold stuff, like back, that's done with a number 3, I think. So there's the lesson for today. Thanks for tuning in and asking questions about the ongoing saga of Nexus that I'm producing right now, which I'm writing, drawing, inking, lettering, and supervising the coloring. So I hope you found that informative, and we'll see you next time for more hints on how I'm doing with the Battle for Thune world. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.